Passion is great, but it won't pay the bills. Yet, let me guess, you've got an idea. Not just any idea, the idea. The one that keeps you up at night, buzzing with excitement. Maybe you've already pictured yourself on a podcast telling the host how it all started, with just a dream and a lot of coffee. Maybe you've even drafted a resignation email to your boss, subject line, I'm out of here. But hold on, don't quit your day job yet. Because here's the thing, passion is powerful. It's the rocket fuel of entrepreneurship. But if you pour your heart, soul, and savings into an idea without validating it first, that rocket might explode on the launch pad. And trust me, I've seen it happen more times than I care to admit. In my years working with entrepreneurs, I've witnessed smart, driven, wildly creative people sink their life savings into ideas that seemed brilliant until reality disagreed. Passion told them, if you build it, they will come. But the market shrugged and said, meh. So, if you want to avoid the heartbreak of wasted time, money, and dignity, because explaining why your luxury organic cat spa didn't take off isn't fun, you're in the right place. Why this book exists and why you should keep reading. This book isn't here to kill your dream. In fact, it's the opposite. It's here to help you test that dream quickly, practically, and without unnecessary headaches, so you can figure out if it has real potential. Because when you validate your business idea properly, one of two things will happen. You'll realize it's not as great as you thought, and that's okay. You'll save yourself months or years of frustration and possibly a second mortgage. You'll find actual evidence that your idea has legs, not just a hunch. Real data, real people saying, take my money. That's when you can confidently say goodbye to that day job. So, how do we get there? Not by guessing or hoping. We'll follow a 3-phase process that anyone, even the most passionate big vision entrepreneur, can apply. The 3-phase idea validation process. Reflection phase, asking the right questions to figure out if your idea solves a real problem or fulfills a genuine aspiration. Spoiler, I think it's cool doesn't count. Research phase, digging into who your potential customers are, whether they care enough to pay you and if there are enough of them to make this a business instead of an expensive hobby. Testing phase, running simple, low-cost experiments to validate your assumptions. No need to build a full product. Sometimes a landing page or a well-placed survey can tell you everything you need to know. What this book won't do, let's set expectations. It won't give you a magic formula for instant success. If you're looking for 10 steps to $1 million idea by Friday, you're in the wrong place. It won't bore you with MBA jargon. We'll talk about things like customer personas and basic financials, but in plain language. It won't tell you to follow your gut. Your gut is great for choosing a taco place, not for making business decisions. One more thing before we begin. Throughout this process, stay curious. Be willing to question your assumptions. It's easy to fall in love with your idea and ignore red flags. But remember, your goal isn't to prove you're right. It's to find out what's true. Okay, ready? Let's get to work. Phase 1, the reflection phase. Asking the right and sometimes uncomfortable questions. Why reflection matters, even if you're impatient to get started. Reflection sounds like something you do on a yoga retreat, not when you're gearing up to launch a business. But trust me, this phase will save you from countless, wait, why did I think this was a good idea? Moments down the road. Think of it this way. If your idea were a road trip, reflection is making sure your GPS works before you hit the highway. Otherwise, you might end up lost, broke, and questioning your life choices in a gas station parking lot. 1. What problem are you solving? Or what aspiration are you fulfilling? Here's a harsh truth. People don't care about your product or service. They care about what it does for them. So, what's the core problem or aspiration your idea addresses? Ask yourself, are you helping people avoid pain or achieve a dream? Are people already complaining about this problem? Hint, check reviews and forums. Exercise, fill in the blanks. My idea helps. Target audience. Solve, adding problem or aspiration, so they can desired outcome. 2. Why does this matter? To you and to them. Ask yourself, why does this idea excite me? Why would they care? What's in it for them? Passion can sustain you, but the outcome has to matter to them. 3. Are you solving a real problem or a perceived one? A real problem is something people actively try to solve. A perceived problem is something you think matters, but customers don't. Test it. Search online forums and product reviews. Are people complaining about the issue you're addressing? Talk to potential customers. Ask, what's frustrating about your current solution? 4. What makes you different and why now? Competition isn't a problem. It's a sign of demand. But what makes you the better choice? Ask yourself, what's your unique angle? Better, cheaper, faster, simpler? Why now? Is there a market trend that makes this the perfect time to launch? 5. Would people pay for this? And how much? Interest is easy, payment is proof. Start with a simple question. Would you pay X dollars for this today? If they hesitate or say, maybe someday, that's a red flag. Wrapping up the reflection phase. Reflection isn't about self-doubt, it's about clarity. Next up, the research phase, where we test these assumptions against reality. Phase 2, the research phase, who, what, and how many. 1. Who actually cares? Hint, it's not everyone. Ideal customer profile. ICP. Identify the people who really need your solution. Demographics, age, income, profession. Psychographics, motivations, frustrations, desires. Exercise, describe one ideal customer in a single paragraph. 2. Will these people actually pay? Ask directly, would you pay X dollars today for this? What's a fair price to you? Or test it indirectly with a landing page or pre-order button. If no one bites, adjust. 3. Are there enough of them? Market sizing sounds fancy, but it's just common sense. Estimate, TAM, total addressable market, everyone who could buy. SAM, serviceable available market, those you can realistically reach. SOM, serviceable obtainable market, the group you'll target first. If your SOM is too small, rethink your audience or pricing. 4. What are they doing now? Customers already have some solution. What is it? Ask them, what's frustrating about your current solution? What would make you switch? 5. What makes you different? Find your edge. Better quality, more affordable, a stronger brand. If your only differentiator is better customer service, you need more work. 6. Is the timing right? Good ideas can fail if the timing is off. Ask yourself, what trends make this idea more relevant today? Is there a cultural or technological shift I can ride? Wrapping up the research phase. You've identified your audience, tested willingness to pay, sized the market, and studied the competition. Next, the testing phase, where we move from theory to reality. Phase 3, the testing phase, turning assumptions into evidence. 1. Identify your core assumptions. Write down your biggest assumptions. Problem. People care about this issue. Solution. Our product solves it effectively. Pricing. Customers will pay X dollars. 2. Design simple, low-cost tests. Test number 1, landing page test. Describe your product on a web page and track signups. Use tools like Card or Unbounce. Test number 2, concierge MVP. Manually deliver the service to test demand before automating. Test number 3, fake door test. Add a coming soon button and track clicks. If no one clicks, rethink. 3. Talk to real humans. Have 10 conversations with potential customers. Ask, what's frustrating about your current solution? What would make you switch? Listen for repeated themes. Apply the napkin math principle. Estimate your business potential with a simple formula. Revenue potential, customers times price. Profit potential, revenue minus costs. If the numbers look unrealistic or underwhelming, pause and reassess. 5. Make the go, no-go decision. Now it's decision time. Go, strong demand, positive feedback, viable numbers. Pivot, adjust based on what you've learned. Stop. If the market isn't interested, let it go. There's always another idea. Conclusion. Validate or regret. The choice is yours. The entrepreneur's dilemma. Leap of faith or calculated risk? By now you've done what many entrepreneurs skip. You've validated your idea. You've moved beyond gut feelings to real-world data. Key takeaways. Passion needs validation. Love your idea, but make sure others do too. Assumptions are dangerous. Test everything. Math doesn't lie. If the napkin math doesn't work, the business won't either. The power of outside perspective. No matter how sharp you are, you have blind spots. That's why the most successful entrepreneurs seek out coaches, mentors, and advisors. These people aren't here to agree with you. They're here to challenge, support, and help you see what you can't. What's next? If the tests were positive, start building. If not, walk away knowing you made the smart call. Ideas are infinite. Your resources aren't. So go ahead. Validate smart, build smart. And when you're ready, quit that day job.